Did you know that many Solana users are literally leaving free money on the blockchain? I'm going to show you how to find out if you are one of those users, and if so, how you can get that money back. My name is Ricky, and this is Axiom Alpha, where I'm here to teach you everything about finance and crypto. So let's dig in a little bit. As an example, here we have a random NFT project. The reason I pulled this up is just so that I can find a random NFT investor and then check if they are a user who has left a bunch of free money on the blockchain. So let's choose a random project here, a random NFT, and we have our last buyer. Here's their address. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to put it into Solana Explorer. All right, and now what we want to do is go down to tokens, and this will give us a list of all of the token accounts that this user has. And we see that many of these token accounts have no tokens in them. So a zero means that essentially this is an account that exists on the blockchain and yet has no tokens in it. And there are a bunch of, holy cow, there are a lot of them. This user has a lot. And this is somewhat normal for an NFT investor actually, because a lot of these are probably NFT tokens that they've either since sold or simply no longer. Yeah, they probably sold it, transferred it, or it's being held by some third-party exchange. It's listed somewhere. In any case, they have a bunch of empty token accounts here. Now, Solana, unlike Ethereum, has a feature where you have to pay rent to have an account exist on chain. And you can avoid that rent if you have a sufficient quantity of Solana held in a given account. That's called rent exemption. That's where the free money is. Essentially, all of these zero balance accounts don't need to exist. They've already, whatever tokens were held there have probably been sold. And yet this person still has all of these accounts that are open but not doing anything. And more than likely, the vast majority, if not all of these accounts, are rent exempt, which means that they probably all have a very small amount of SOL that is basically locked up just to keep the account open. But as we just said, the account doesn't need to be open. So if this person were to close all of these accounts, they could get all of that money back that's being used right now just to keep these accounts open. So, I mean, how many accounts do you think we have here? Probably, probably over 100, I would guess. Um, and so, yeah, probably 100, 200 maybe. And I would guess that because most of these are NFTs or NFT accounts, they probably the rent is or the amount needed to exempt them from rent is probably at least a couple thousandths of a SOL. So if we have 100 of those or more, then it's like a fraction like 0. 0.1, 0. 0.2, 0. 0.3, 0. 0.4, maybe even 0.5 SOL that they could get back if they simply closed all of these accounts. So to actually close an account, you can basically install this program. So you have to install Rust. If you're a programmer, that's not going to be a big deal. If you are not a programmer and you want to figure out how to do that, just Google how to install Rust. Once you have Rust installed, you can do cargo install SPL token CLI. This is a command line interface that's designed to basically give you a way to work with SPL tokens on the Solana blockchain. And once you have this installed, you can simply run SPL token space close space and then the token address for whatever token account you're trying to close. When you do that, and you'll do some configuration stuff as well for SPL token, which is you can look at this page and it'll tell you how to do that. This page is spl.solana.com/token. So once you have the SPL token CLI set up, then you can run SPL token space close space token address, and it will close that account and redeposit the money back to, say, your main account. And that's how you do it. That's how you get free money back from accounts that no longer need to be open and are just sitting on the blockchain waiting for you to get that money back. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.